Spider-Man. I don't know.
We're trying to find some of these other old games, but apparently they're not around.
So it's just these?
Probably book ones. I guess so.
We'll go over here and look real fast.
Find Dreamcast games.
Are those games? Going by the horse?
No, those are like little, like camera.
Smash
things.
Pack.
Yeah, it's a.
Like the old Jam Pack on the PS2.
Yep, exactly. Exactly like that. Well, we get first pick. I didn't have to ask twice what you're taking.
Yep. Yep. I have this thing called Curiosity. An NES, huh? CIB? Complete box?
It's not a clean box, it's just the box.
Oh, well, that's so cool.
It's really cool. I'm waiting for the... Try to get out without getting killed here. Skylanders, epic. Simply epic. Wonder how we can buy those Pokemon games right there.
Oh, sorry, there's no game in it. Just a case.
Oh, there's cases.
Can we have the cases for free?
You want them, yeah.
Sweet.
Which one? Just
All of them.
All of
Or no, just the Pokemon ones actually.
I'm just trying to break. You know what? Just throw it away, Alex. No one wants it.
What happened to the games?
Yeah, no, they're just not. They weren't in there.
In the DS bag probably somewhere. Sweet.
Yeah.
I have one of those sitting here and pick it up if you want it.
Action replay?
Yeah. You take this with it. There you go. What's in this pile? Anything decent? Yoshi was in a, or Yoda rather, was in a Soul Calibur. I heard that game was kind of sick.
Dragon's Dogma? Yeah. The only big flaw is that you don't have a mount. You have to walk everywhere.
How much for this bad boy?
That I'm gonna do. How much do you like sell those games?
Well, the 3DS came out and kind of
crashed.
bullied up the DS.
I gave somebody $13 one of those yesterday.
Really?
Yeah. So much to trade in for. It's ridiculous.
And where's the charger at for it, you know?
Probably have. I probably have one in my room actually.
Okay.
Is the serial number gone?
Interested.
Oh, GameStop wouldn't be able to take it.
Oh, because he took off that sticker there. Could you grab the charger and then while you're in there maybe take a look for these Pokemon games? We would definitely buy these if you could find them.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, cool. We'll hang out. Some good stuff here. I feel like we've been here before this exact
I
sale.
think so too.
Did you guys have a garage sale like a year ago here?
I'm not sure. I don't think. Maybe we did. Maybe this year.
Take, I don't know. I'm not sure which one goes with it. So just take this one
I
to
think
be
they
safe.
both say.
Just take both of them to be safe. What do you want out of my pile? I've taken a lot here. Actually, no. You got Yoshi's Topsy Turvy, right? And you got an N64 game that you found from I don't know where. It's pretty cool. All right, dude. How much for this stack right here?
Okay, well,
There's nothing in here.
nothing in that, so that's
No,
empty.
it's just empty.
So we'll do 10 for these two, and these two will go together. I think I'll do. I can do 40 for all that.
So you're asking 30 for the DSi XL? Okay, I'm probably.
I might actually. Okay. Up here. There's some key card in there. Yeah.
It's tough. I do want to buy this because I've never seen a DSi XL in my whole life. Literally.
Oh, nice man.
Good job, Fanta.
I just played a song.
Yeah, dude, you're good. You got skill. Okay.
Would you take 20 for this? That's about as high as I'll go. If not, you can try to sell it to the next guy.
Yeah, you know, I could do 20.
Okay.
So,
All right. I'll go 30 for the lot then.
okay. So here. So is that all you're getting?
It's like a fine. Unless you got anything else in there.
Okay, so do 15 here, and that's empty case, right?
Yeah.
15. It's 20.
20 for everything?
Yep.
Yeah, he's at 5 a game. That's pretty fair.
Would you do 15 for everything?
Just I haven't been finding these anywhere. Like the action replay DSs.
Yeah, because they're all the 3DS ones now.
Exactly. So
I have a DSI one.
I think I'm pretty.
Actually, play DSI.
I think I'm pretty stuck at 20 here. Plus, it's got the disc. So.
Where you don't have any more N64 games, do you?
I think I sold them all.
Floating around? Okay. That's cool to see one of those though at a sale.
That'll be funny.
Sweet. There's the problem with community sales is that it's an absolute clusterfuck to get anywhere in a lot of these cul-de-sacs and stuff. Fanta's got something on the line up here.
Just getting both consoles. It's an N64. All these games, just got one more in the console. All these PS1 games, both consoles and all the games, $30.
Sounds good to me.
Yep.
Let me see the N64 stuff. That's why you said run here.
Yep.
I got scared and or excited. Thought you might have gotten into a fight or something.
No.
That's the one I played when I started.
Yeah,
Right.
me too. It's my first console. I love to see games for it.
First console.
My first console.
They had was Pong.
Do you remember Atari?
With the
Yeah,
two
That's
lines
the
and
only
the
thing I've
dot.
ever played.
We had Pong and we had Duck Hunt.
Never find director's cut out. I get really lucky. I always find the black label one.
I've never had Resident Evil.
Now that
One at
that
least.
Atari
You can
console
definitely take this.
probably
I
works
have like everyone.
I gave it to my daughter years ago. Yeah.
So $30 and they're gonna get consoles.
Yep.
All right.
He, I think, is gonna get the
Let me find out. It's a fantastic console too. It's got Donkey Kong Country. From what?
From the fact that they got a regular one, this isn't the clear one, and that's the regular jumper pack, which means maybe they got the expansion in there.
Okay. I'm gonna shop around. This is a really nice sale, actually. That's why there's so much. Usually, when you see all this traffic backed up, it's because there's a bunch of stuff at the sale. I had to park a million miles from. What's that game in there?
Mortal Kombat Trilogy.
Oh, cool.
You guys gonna have classic game night?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
we have it a lot.
That's the one I started.
Probably more than any adult should have it. I have never seen a PS1 that yellow.
It's an original.
It's one of the,
Oh, for
the
sure.
Chinese made one, probably.
It's like, it almost looks like a Super Nintendo.
When they
That's what I
first
thought it
came out
was.
and everyone was waiting in line at Best Buy. I bought it
Right.
for a long time. Yeah, that's.
He wasn't born. He wasn't born yet when all that
No,
happened.
you guys weren't even born yet.
I was
But
around.
She works like a dandy still.
ATV.
Yeah, that thing's crazy.
What can we drop the price to if we left you the PlayStation 1? Because we both have PS2s and they play everything.
Oh, okay.
We'd buy everything but the system though.
I don't know, like 20.
Okay,
Sure.
that sounds good to me.
Did you want this game? Because I think I have the.
If you have the case for it,
Yeah,
sure, why
the
not?
case should be in the back.
Here, I'll take. You can give me 10, Fanta.
Okay.
So it's not.
These are interesting little Tupperwares.
There you go.
Yep.
Well, you guys had just what we're looking for. Thank you.
Good.
Thanks for running in there.
Yeah. Here I thought nobody would
100%.
want. Yeah.
It was worth coming up here. I'll tell you what, it was tough to get to this cul-de-sac when I drove up here at first.
It was crazy.
I had to go in the neighbor's driveway and U-turn. Grab that N64. All right, we'll do.
Have a good day. Oh. Yeah, it might go on the bottom.
It goes on the bottom, yeah. Whoa, was that a auxiliary for an N64?
It is.
What? Thank you. There's the box we got earlier too.
Yeah, exactly.
From the Elite Four.
It's $1 for both.
Oh. All right, we got this box earlier. That was lucky.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank
Now,
you.
Sib.
Thank you.
I have a Kindle, so yeah. Sorry. Thank you. Wow. Mouth's all dry. That's what happens when you stop drinking. What is going on, YouTube? White here, back in the property with the mid-2000s band Framing Fanly. I want to thank you for licking me like a lollipop once again here. And once again, back into October we go.
Yeah, we finally have a good week. I mean, last week was not. Well, it wasn't last week. It was the week before that.
Last week missed the mark.
Yeah.
I don't know what we'll call it. We'll call it 2 weeks ago missed the mark.
Yeah.
This previous weekend
It was amazing.
hit the mark.
Yeah.
Right in the bullseye.
Really good.
And October is just always like that. The community sells, the quality of sales, and then the amount of sales.
There were a ton. It was the Copper Creek Community Sale, and there's a reason we hype it up. It's because we always know that we're gonna at least find one good thing.
Yeah.
At the community sale.
Or 3 good things in this situation. Yeah. Before we start into the good week we had last weekend, we're gonna start with the kind of poor week we had 2 weeks ago, which was decent still for an hour and a half out. It wasn't terrible. Jump into this find we had here.
Was this first?
Yeah.
I think this was first. A no label and disgusting conditioned Pokemon Red, obviously. I mean, you can't see the label, but I don't think there's any other red Game Boy.
I joked with the girl and she said like, oh yeah, it's Spider-Man. Something. I'm like,
Okay.
No comment.
Yeah.
What did she charge for all these games? I don't remember.
I think this, because this is the only thing that I got at that sale. It was.
You got all 3 of these.
No, this was with the box.
What else did we get at that sale? Weren't there like some PlayStation
that was
games?
it.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was I think
it
like
was only $1.
it was like $1 or
It's
two.
really
yeah.
cheap for Pokemon Red. It was a phenomenal.
It was a good deal.
But the fact that that's all we had that first hour and a half was kind of shady. On the way home, we got a decent find. I thought it was going to be a lot better, but it's still a lot better than nothing.
Oh yeah.
This guy said he had some N64 games. He mentioned Mario Kart by name. He mentioned like Mario 64. Wow. Those finds fell to evolve, but he did bring out a original NES action set box.
It needs to be dusted.
Which needs a lot of dusting. He told me that he did something like he appraised houses.
Yeah, and then like in the attic, he just finds stuff like this all the time, which we'll never hear from again.
He finds boxes. He said, "Oh, I thought the boxes were worthless." Said,
"No."
With old Nintendo stuff, no. I think he sold that to me for $5.
Yep.
Or
and
something.
then I got these 2 for $5. Mock Rider. I don't remember if I have it or not for the NES. And another. I think this is like my
20th.
Probably 20th copy of Super Mario Bros. 3. So that's cool. I've sold like almost all of them by now, so I think I only have 3 or 4 left. So
not a bad game to find. You find it every other household in the United States, and it sells for $10. So.
Yeah, like $10, $7.50, something like that.
Only issue we have is that people a lot of times overprice it. They're like, oh, it's 20 years old, so therefore inherently it's really valuable, which is unfortunately
just
not the
because
case.
it's old does not mean it's worth stuff.
Right. So let's jump into the Copper Creek yard sale. This is the 4th or possibly 5th. No, this is the 4th time in channel history we've done. Yeah, the 4th time. We went October of 2012. We went April of 13. We went October of 13. We went April of this year. And now we're October of this year. So maybe it is the 5th.
I can't believe how many years we've been doing this now.
Every 6 months they have to sell wealthy community, families, so kids. Basically, it's a guaranteed hit. we went to something along the lines of 30 cells in this neighborhood. So the fact we had 3 finds, 1 in 10, I think is really good odds considering we went to 10 cells in like a 40-minute window. And the couple finds we did get were just absolutely phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
Starting off with the first one. The very first thing I got, I noticed he's on the ground. Where did yours go? It's over there on the ground over there.
Yeah, this is the empty case.
I noticed some Pokemon boxes on the ground, and I said, I wonder how we can pick up those Pokemon
Just gave them
games.
to us.
And the kid said, oh, they're just empty boxes. And me being smart, I just said, you know, can we just have those for free? You don't have the games. He didn't think he'd make money off of them. These Pokemon boxes oftentimes sell for $10 or close to it on eBay.
I have every single Pokemon box you can think of.
Right, GameStop, you got lucky, but we got really lucky with this box. You'll see why later in the video. But bought that, and I noticed on the ground a DSi XL, which we've never ever found in the channel's history.
And how much did you get that for, like 20 bucks?
He wanted 30 at first, and I said I was going to leave it behind unless he dropped the price, and he went down to 20. So 20, not a bad buy, but again, as I told him, the 3DS has really bullied these out of the way. I mean,
yeah, do they even sell for that much on eBay anymore?
I think this will sell for 50
50
or so. So for 20, not a bad buy, but again, the 3DS is kind of batted out.
Because there's no reason for the DSi. I mean, it's just, especially the XL, because the resolution would be awful, and the DSi, in my opinion, wasn't that great of a console, just because the DS Lite still had the same really good screen, but you could also play Game Boy Advance games on it.
You had I like this system close to 10 years ago, but when the 3DS came out,
yeah, there's no reason for it.
It wasn't 10 years ago, it was like 5 years ago, but yeah, it bullied it out of the picture. But still a cool system, and I think part of the value is that no one on the planet owned these. As I said, we've game hunted for close to 3 years now, and this is the
that is true.
first of these we've ever seen. So that was a cool buy. But what was even cooler, when he went into the house, I said, if you can find any of these Pokemon games, we'll buy them 100%. And he came out with one. It wasn't platinum and it wasn't black, but it was indeed Pokemon Soul Silver.
So kind of weird they had cases for.
I know, but when Soul Silver or Heart Gold come out, you'll never hear a complaint from me, no matter what.
$50 game right there.
And yeah, he wanted $5 for it, so that was a phenomenal buy. What else did I get from that sale? Is that it?
I think that's it.
I think there were some Game Boy Advance games somewhere. Where are they, in fact? They're in this box. Yep.
Oh yeah, the Yoshi game too. I forgot about that.
That's your fun. The last thing I got also for $5 was Yoshi's Island. $5 for Yoshi's Island, an okay buy. It's probably worth $10, but the lot was so good that I almost didn't want to argue with anything. I just kind of went with the flow and bought everything. And last but not least, the charger,
which is very important.
Which is important indeed. Yeah, could test it out and everything when I got home.
And then what I got was Yoshi's Topsy-Turvy for the Game Boy Advance.
Really cool game.
So I actually haven't played this one, so I'm looking forward to playing that one.
You can see in the video I completely ignored it because I thought for sure it was like a leapfrog game. I didn't read the label. I'm like, that's not a Game Boy Advance game. But in reality, it's kind of a rare game. I mean,
really?
I don't want to say rare, but have you ever seen it?
No, I haven't.
I've never seen it either. It's kind of like WarioWare Twisted, I believe.
That's such a great game.
Pretty cool to find
I need to hunt that down in my house. And then a game that I've been wanting to play since I was a kid, and when it came out, Kirby Canvas Curse. It was a pretty cool game at the time. Utilized the touch mechanic of the system, so you kind of draw hit the path, and then he goes on it, and you can do like different attacks and stuff like that. So I'm really looking forward to that. I actually have a case for that from GameStop at home.
I remember Mario 64 had that mini game where you drew trampolines, basically, and you jumped the guy on the trampolines.
Oh, on yeah, I remember that
you know
now.
What I'm talking about, yeah.
That was like before.
It was like 2004. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was like before like the whole like iPhone games. You like move the guy up the platform and whatnot, and they kind of cashed in on that.
Right.
And then I also got 2 action replays for the DS as well as the disc, and I don't know if these are really worth anything. Just because
I think they're worth a lot, but
really,
I haven't, since I didn't buy them. I didn't research them at all.
I never really looked them up just because I'm like, they come out with the 3DS ones. Why would you want the DS one? You know what I mean? Like
you say that, and then you see games like Pokemon Platinum going for $30 all day, and
well, yeah, but those are like Pokemon
reason.
games. You can always go back and play those. But I mean, I don't know. People still cheat at Pokemon games? Is that still a thing? Looking up right now. I'll keep talking then. And then I also got another copy of Star Fox 64. just because this game's awesome. So I thought I might as well pick it up. It was like $5.
Too bad we couldn't get more N64 games out.
Yeah, I don't know why. They had kind of like a bunch of random... They didn't have that many Game Boy Advance games. They didn't have that many DS games. They just kind of had a select few of everything.
Pretty sure that those were the same kids that I got, like Mario Kart 3DS.
It was the exact same people.
Factory, so, and
$20.
it's been a good yard sale to us in the past. And
I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing it wrong.
Without the disc, yeah, it's selling for $15. That little thing without the disc.
And
So,
it's sold for that?
yeah,
Oh, that's kind of cool.
it's like about $30 with everything. So not a bad buy.
Eh.
No. What'd you spend $5 on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no
So that's not
complaints. Tell us about the goat find.
The goat find, I walk up to the sale. They don't have any video game stuff out at all. And I just kind of asked, do you guys have any video games at all? And she's like, oh yeah, I've got a PlayStation and an N64. Let me go grab both those. I'm like, okay. And at first she sounded like she only had the systems. And then she brought out 2 crates of games.
The boxes with the games.
And the N64 with the expansion unit, which is awesome. So
You
That was
texted me.
cool.
I kind of left you at the cell because that
Yeah.
cul-de-sac was such a disaster. When
it was insane.
I drove up, dropped him off, and I mean there was 15 cars in a tiny, like average-sized cul-de-sac. So I just left, went and looked for another cells, and I got a text from you something along the lines of "run here."
Yeah.
So I'm like, is Fanta in a fight? Are the police chasing him? Are aliens blowing up the house? What's going on?
There were just so many people at that sale, and then as soon as she brought those boxes out, they just swarmed around
You
me.
just
And
gotta
I'm
put
like,
your arms around.
yeah,
it.
I was doing that, and it was
The
insane.
resellers jump on it. So I did run there, and I'm glad I ran there because
Yeah.
the lot you got was absolutely phenomenal. We'll start off with the PlayStation 1 games. The PlayStation lot obviously was a little less, had less heat
Yeah.
than the
The
N64
N64
lot.
lot.
But still cool to see some of these games complete in box, and besides the dust, pretty good condition, honestly.
This one's ATV Quad Power Racing. This is the one I think was in the system. Oh no, it's in here already. But
I think it was in the system. I think she took it out and put it in that box.
okay. So I don't know if this is like the ATV Off-Road Fury series, the beginning. I'm not really sure, but that's kind of cool. It's
Put it in box
complete.
might be a fun gameplay one night.
It's actually
Good
pretty
condition,
good condition.
yeah.
Yeah.
Damn good condition. Fanta's taking this 100%. Resident Evil Director's Cut.
I finally get the first Resident Evil. Pretty happy about that.
Like I said in the video, I keep finding it, well, mint condition too. Oh, good heavens. I keep finding it black label, so I'm lucky. I've never found this Director's Cut one. I always find the black label one.
Now it supports DualShock analog controller support. Oh
What
wow.
in God's name is this? Is it reverse or they ripped off the front
They ripped
page?
off the front page.
Tekken 3, not quite complete because they ripped off the front page of the manual at some point.
Never been a fan of the Tekken series.
I used to play a lot. I think it was a Game Boy Advance. They came
Yeah.
out with one and I played it quite a bit. Pretty fun.
And then Tekken 2. Let me just check the condition of it just because. This one's not good at all. This would almost be good for the resurfacer. Which, you're sending me home with
They're
tonight?
taking tonight with you.
So that video will
If
be
you don't
going
want
out
to do
in
it,
a
you can
couple
just
days.
pass it on to Badam. He can
I'll
earn his keep on the channel.
we'll do it together. It'll be a good time.
You two can do it together, and a lot of people want to see it. There's a million tutorials online if you don't know how to do it. It's very easy. You add a couple ointments, you put the disc in, you leave
Should be
it.
pretty easy.
It's not hard at all.
Okay.
Crash Bandicoot 2. Again, greatest hits. It tells me that they bought this PlayStation lot very late in the life and no disc, so.
Oh. That's
Oh well.
Man,
As
it's
the
fine.
manual just disregards.
Gravity. Oh, wait. I might have
Is
found
that it? Nope.
Oh, there it is. Here it is.
Ah, it's in the Frogger case. Okay. Cool.
Really good condition for Frogger. That's great. He's back, Frogger. That's
we
cool.
all miss him a lot. Twisted Metal 2. I can always tell by that weird disc. The red
I
disc.
think I have the
face.
long box one of that.
I wish we could find more long box games.
Those are
they're,
cool.
they're super rare, aren't they?
Ooh, Qbert. That one's cool.
That one's nice condition as well.
Some Qbert action on the PS1. I think that was originally on the Atari. Got some 3D Qbert going on here.
Looks pretty cool.
Beautiful condition.
And the disc, once again, besides some like dust,
Yeah.
phenomenal condition. Ready to Rumble boxing. No cracks in the case, which is more and more difficult to find nowadays. You always see the crack in the middle. You know, any
Mhm.
pressure put on it and it's cracked.
It's those thin plastic
Day one buy right here.
What is this? Fast Drive Off-Road 3.
Test drive.
Is it test? Yeah, Test Drive Off-Road 3. I don't...
Day one buy. No cracks in the case. Nice condition. Not upset about it.
Sounds like a good case for the future. Unless this game is for some reason the $400 game right here.
Been surprised before.
That is true.
There are some weird, really valuable games.
Doesn't make any sense.
And we'll get into the kind of the breadwinner of the lot. Obviously,
Oh, that was, yeah.
this was the last thing, so we'll show that last. The first bit of the lot, Fanta got this immediately. This is what I saw as I walked up to the cell. A gray N64 controller, which the joystick
It doesn't have like the limp dick joystick that makes me happy. It snaps right back.
It's not great, but
it's not great.
This
but
one's
it's a lot
really
better.
nice as well. Which is harder and harder to find nowadays, especially games like Mario Party, where you just...
I think they gave out gloves to people that had like medical problems because they ripped parts of their skin off on their palm.
Wow, we need to find one of those
Going
gloves.
like
That'd be
that.
kind of sick.
That'd be awesome.
The original jumper pack. I was interested. Do you think anyone on Earth would buy one of these for any reason? I didn't think so either because it came with the
they're pointless.
N64. Totally pointless. That's a nice condition right there, by the way.
Yeah, it is, and it's not even
Is that
player's
not for
choice.
resale?
No, it's just
I
not.
just saw that.
Not
saw the
player's
red.
choice.
Saw the red box.
Super Mario 64. We found plenty of these by now. We found a lot.
And every time I find it, the smile on my face is just the same size as before because it's still a $20 game all day long. Same thing with this game. Just could find 1,000 copies of this and I won't ever get upset. Mario Kart 64, phenomenal condition. I don't have the player's choice version, or else I might switch out my copy with this one. But really good condition, front and back.
Wow.
This was an adult-owned lot, obviously. This one's for you, Fanta.
Why?
Wayne Gretzky, 3D
Oh,
hockey.
I'm playing so much NHL.
Fanta's kind of discovered hockey and the sports games recently.
Yeah, NHL.
How did you get those for
15.
free, by the way? I was kind of curious about that.
My manager doesn't play hockey. He has no interest in hockey at all, and he rarely plays his Xbox One.
Does
So
he
he
get
just
them for free,
gave
though?
me a code. Yeah.
Oh, he gets them for free as a GameStop manager?
Yep.
Pretty cool.
GameStop managers get a lot of games for free. Donkey Kong 64. It's a really fun game. I remember. I think my favorite part was being Diddy Kong and like a jetpack, and then like the peanut.
I did not play Donkey Kong 64 at all. I didn't even know it existed until like 2010.
You do have it though, right?
Yeah, I have it. I have a complete inbox. But the one nice thing about Donkey Kong 64, when they brought out the system, I knew this was going to be there.
Yeah, me too. Really happy about that.
The red expansion.
How much are those again? Like
They sell for 20. I sold one recently for 20 bucks.
Wow.
If you don't have one, you should have to just throw it in there.
And then with the system, they brought this out, the Mortal Kombat trilogy. I don't know if that's worth anything. I just thought that was kind of cool.
It's like $15 to $20. We don't find it that much. I don't think I own a copy.
I don't either.
So I might have to make a little collector's case for it. And it was a really good day, obviously, already at that point. But the last find we found on our way to Rubio's Taco Shop.
Yeah, I walked up to the sale and I asked the kid, "Do you have any video games?" Because he didn't have anything video game related out at all.
They didn't have anything at the cell, period. It was
and
like
then he
barren.
said, "I don't know if you want this," and he comes up with these two right here and says, "Both for $1." And I immediately shit my pants.
I don't know if you want them.
Called you up. Yeah, I don't know if you want them. Pokemon Platinum and Pokemon Diamond. Now that's like 50, 60 bucks right there.
Easily. And
For $1, not each.
50
both of
cents, the price you could buy a shitty Rubik's Cube in a little toy machine at a grocery store. Pokemon Platinum. And again, that's the case we found earlier that day.
It was pretty funny. I don't know how that works out so
What
well.
are the odds? I mean, that was perfect. That's just October. Things just work in our favor. We get shit luck sometimes the rest of the year, but October and April, there's no bad luck.
It was
we haven't
insane.
had a single bad week.
And then
we got some- yeah, you got some
after
finds.
yard sales, like literally right after, I had some good luck at GameStop. Hadn't even clocked in yet. I got this entire bag for $5. All I wanted
Hadn't even clocked in yet. Off the clock.
All I wanted was the Game Boy, and then she's like, no, you're taking the entire bag. I don't want it. So I was like, okay. The Game Boy itself looks like it's been through hell
It's been
over
beaten up a
here,
bit.
but if you look at the screen, it's perfect. There's not a single scratch on it
All that matters.
at
really.
all. Exactly. So that's cool. It turns on and everything, so I know it works. It actually came with the charger too, which that itself is worth the $5. And it came with the car charger too.
Which is worthless because who likes to charge their stuff in the car? Plus it's
Well, I mean, if you're going like on road trips or whatever, like really long road trips, like I used to go like across the country, then you could use it.
I usually charge it in the hotel room at night or something, but yeah.
All these games. There's an iPod in here. Yeah. It was really
Remember when that was the coolest technology back in like
Yeah, and now
2006?
I can't charge this. I got an iPod Shuffle, but I need to find
You
that
couldn't give
stupid
that away
charging
either.
dock because I kind of like these though because it makes it really nice.
I have a couple, but
I
they
have
have like
one.
100 songs, so I hope you like those 100 songs.
Just put your favorite 100 on there. Quad Desert Fury.
We just found one of those recently. Day 1 buy right here.
Oh yeah, Leapster. Disney Enchanted Learning.
What is that doing in the lot? I wonder.
What is the iPod doing in the
I don't
lot?
know.
This lot doesn't make any sense.
She's just like found junk in her kitchen drawer and it's like, I want this gone
That's what it
tonight.
sounds like. He didn't have any. This kid had a shit
Oh, was he a
childhood.
kid?
We'll keep going through. This is a boy.
How
as
old
well.
do you think?
Probably like 10.
Okay. So this
Shit
is all
child.
like, this is all like
Shit
second-hand
childhood.
stuff then.
Madagascar Operation Penguin. No, I think they went to Bookman's about all this.
Oh god.
That makes
Probably
me-
$300 for this
Makes
lot
me
of bookings.
sad. Shark Tale and Shrek 2. These
Kind
are
of cool actually.
just winning. Backyard Baseball.
Day 1.
Boxing Fever by Majesco. Yeah, there's the. That's actually a GameStop sticker on there.
They had to buy these secondhand at some point.
Dogs with a Z.
I hope they just were given away to them.
I hope so too. And then Cars. So high quality games here.
$5. Thank God it was $5.
Yeah. Otherwise, I would not have.
Again, like you
bought
said, the
it.
Game Boy though for $5 is a really nice deal.
That's
with
what
the charger.
exactly. Yeah, that's why I wanted it. Was just the Game Boy.
And the games kind of fell flat.
And this is kind of funny. One of my coworkers actually took this in. This was sealed. This was sealed right on here. And then I opened it, and nothing made sense anymore.
What?
My entire life stopped making sense. So this was traded in. They got like a nickel. So when I shrank it out of the system because it wasn't, of course, the game. Open it up, and there's a Tom Clancy Jungle Storm manual with a PlayStation 1 Overblood game, which scratch the hell. So
Decent. Not terrible.
I don't know what that game is. It was just the weirdest thing ever. That didn't make any sense.
Fanta tried to tell me this is a good game.
I thought it was fun as a kid. I haven't played it in years though, so I don't remember. This was one of those games where you play it with the Game Boy, and you can bring up like your inventory,
Right.
maps and stuff. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. I got this for like $2. It's complete and everything, and the disc is
So this,
in really nice
do you
condition.
Get this? Do you buy this straight from GameStop? Because I see the GameStop stickers.
No. I bought this off somebody else.
They bought it from GameStop.
They bought it from
101
GameStop.
years ago.
Yeah, when we had those
Okay.
yellow labels. So it was a long time ago. And that has nothing to do with anything. So that's it. I think that's.
Day 100 buys.
Oh yeah.
A good week. I got Super Smash Brothers 3DS, but I downloaded it. I tried. I put every effort into buying a physical copy, but it's not possible.
I would have
Downloaded.
just waited because I still feel like digital is not worth anything. Because
No.
once you download it, you can never sell that. You can never trade
Right.
that. You can't do anything.
The
But I
difference
mean,
was I was playing the game last night as opposed to not playing the game last night, so I decided to download
I'm
it.
just waiting for the Wii U version.
I'm waiting
that's why I
for
didn't get it.
a version to come out in our town someday. GameStop has one job, and they kind of.
No, see, this is why we
Missed the
tell
mark.
people to pre-order because we had
Yeah, but
20 pre-orders. We
What
had
if you need to
40
pre-order
copies of the
last,
game.
Like 30 million years.
Whenever a Nintendo game comes out.
Like Destiny, we walked in, there's one bazillion
Nintendo
copies.
games.
Okay.
Activision's like, let me just shit on you with a bunch of games. Nintendo's like, oh, you had 20 pre-orders, we'll give you 40 games. So we sold out of all of our pre-ordered stuff, and then we had like 5 left just sitting up there.
What is artificial demand
So
on eBay?
that's what Nintendo
People
does.
ask
That's why
sometimes.
games are still Nintendo games are still worth quite a bit because of that artificial demand.
And the day one update was kind of a non-Nintendo thing, but
What was it? What was
I don't know.
the-
It's just
I think that was. What,
update the game before you can play it as you buy it. Which
I think
thought
that's
was
what
silly.
activated online mode. I think
Yeah, I
it was
think
just
so,
started
too.
up the server. So
Yeah.
that's not too bad. in my
Online.
opinion.
No, considering it's like a primarily online game, not a huge deal.
Mhm.
Begin.
Oh, for the plugs and whatnot.
Of course.
We're still doing Twitch streams all the time. Click here for the Twitch link. I'm gonna enable external links so they
Okay.
can
I
just
don't know
click
how
the
to do that.
stream.
It's all you.
I'll do that. Also, I made a Facebook page. We have one now.
20 likes now or something.
We're at 33 now. So that's cool. Basically, it's just kind of a community, so you can ask
What
us
should we do with that?
questions.
Should we? Yeah, ask us questions on there. We'll do a question and answer video.
Yeah,
we're going to do one. People have been asking recently, so.
Okay, so if you post a question to Facebook, we'll include it in the video.
Yeah.
And then if you want us to include your name, just tell us. If you don't, then we'll just call you
We
anonymous.
might do some spoiler videos too, like here's where we got the yard sales, and then do the video 3 or 4 days later. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh
take
yeah.
pictures of the stuff.
Same with Twitter. Like maybe like while we're going around, I'll just be like, "Good luck at this place. Got this." So kind of spoiler alerts. So if you don't want to know, don't.
That's fine. Fine. I won't be
Yeah.
doing the Twitter because I hate Twitter.
We almost have 100 people on there though.
That's pretty cool.
The nice thing about Twitter, and the main reason I tell people to follow, is because on Twitch you don't always get the notification that
Right.
we are streaming, even if you are following.
But you get it with
but
it.
Twitter, every single time, it'll automatically tweet out and give you the link. So all
Right.
you have to do is click it, and it'll take you directly to our
Take
Twitch.
you right to there. For
And
the
didn't you
people that
say
watch it.
whenever I'm doing the Twitch stream, like on our channel?
Yeah, I
if you're watching
saw,
a
I
video
saw it
pop
show up as like watching a video and said like Fanta is now streaming, blah blah blah.
That's cool.
And you could click on it and immediately take you to it. So I
That's
thought that
cool.
it was cool. But yeah, I think Facebook, and especially Facebook, we can start to communicate with people and
Oh,
show
yeah.
pictures. We can show like pictures of stuff, and
I've been talking to a lot of people
Oh.
on Twitter. It's got a little IM type thing on there. So like people ask me questions and I just kind of
Right.
shoot back and forth. Same with Twitch.
quick chat type thing. Okay.
So it's just a good way to talk to you guys.
Gameplay, Eternal Darkness.
Yeah,
continuing.
we're gonna continue that series. Seems like you guys like it. The last video is funny. We got like 458 views, like a shit ton of likes, but 2 comments.
2 comments.
Whereas the video before that was like a ton of comments.
Right.
I
I think
don't know.
survival horror games are the one genre you should do let's plays in.
especially
It's the
a
only
game like
fun one
Eternal
to watch.
Darkness.
Right, right.
Just because it's
Kind of
kinda-
obscure.
Exactly, it's obscure and it's got that kind of cool element where it screws with you while you're playing it.
And me and you, I've played it once, and I was like 11, and you've
Mhm.
played it never.
I've
So
never played it.
It's a pretty fun walkthrough to watch, I think. I usually don't like let's plays and stuff, but
We're doing it the nostalgic way by using a strategy guide.
right, we're not doing like the Google walkthrough.
Yeah,
Anything else?
I think that's it.
Any last words? New intro, November 1st, I believe. Yeah, the new intro will be.
Have you
November
have
1st.
you have you have you watched any that you really liked that you want to do?
I've seen several that have been decent.
I feel like
They're a month old now, but
I don't know. I'll talk to you about it later, but I feel like we should change something.
we should. All right, well, we'll change whatever we want to change. We have a month to do so. So.
Yep.
Right now, I'm worried about it's a garage sales, which will continue to be good for 3 more weeks, and then go to winter mode, which
It's gonna be
compared to
rough.
everywhere else on the planet, winter in Tucson is good because we have sales to go visit.
We have some sales, but a lot of people are just too
God.
wimpy to survive the.
It's 60 degrees out. We're gonna have to
Oh.
cancel the sale for the day.
I'd have to bundle up. I don't want to do
I
that.
have to put a sweatshirt on for the
Yeah.
first time all year. All right, we are out later.